Hi, beautiful people. Happy Monday. I hope that y'all had a good day. And I am going to do a quick stream, right? Give me a second to get situated. Hang on. I'm sorry. What's good, Rodney? Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to get through this stream, but I don't know if I can at this point. Hey, guys. So I want to tell you guys beforehand the stream that I was going to have, my headspace, I don't even think I can do it right now. But we'll see. We'll see. Hi, Brooklyn. Happy Monday. Hey, Rennie. Hey, friend. I don't think I'm going to do this stream right now because I'm really, really upset about something, and that's not good. So I might have to just come later. But I'm going to say this. I did title it Friendships. Oh, Rennie. Hey, Christine. I did title this conversation, this live stream Friendship. So I'm just going to get right into it. Let me take a drink, and then I'm going to be addressing a couple of people. And then I'll probably have to talk later so I could just kind of go about my day and get myself together so I can be like, okay, all right. There's a lot going on. Jerome, what's good? I see you. How are you guys doing today? Okay, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get out of here because I have a lot that's going on. I'm going to say this. So there's a thing right now. I got two people that I'm friends with. One is the Miss O and one is Kimmy, and I have to use names in this situation. Apparently there was a lot going on while I was at work. And oh, thank you, Sour Patch. I don't know if I can do this stream. Y'all know what? I don't feel well. I have to come back later. I'm so upset right now. So instead of me saying something that I'm not gonna mean, I'm gonna have to come back a little later. Come here.
Do you have enough time to help me?
You need help with your homework? Mm-hmm. I'll be back. I'm doing homework, y'all. Hang on. Okay. Hey guys. I'm not even gonna do this stream that I'm about to do. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not in the mood. I got two friends that don't like each other, and somehow I'm in the middle of it, and I really don't appreciate it. And I feel a lot of ways about it. One thing is, the Miss O, I saw her community post, hi, brother-in-law, and I can't keep coming back like this, addressing things like that. I saw her community post. She has my phone number. Not really sure why we're communicating through community posts as three adults. I don't have anything to do with the conversation between the Miss O and Bam's love, Charlie, with the Miss O. I don't have a thing to do with Kimmy and their friendship and their falling out. I did a live stream. Two people was communicating in my live stream. I hit Kimmy's link because there was something that was going on I didn't understand, and I hit Demon Soul's link. I'm not about to choose between anybody. I'm not about to choose between Kimmy and Demon Soul. If they decide to stop talking to me on their own, that's what they decide to do. But I don't want all this added energy and this added pressure over some BS. I don't need to do a damn community post to talk to anybody. I'm not about to do any subliminals or indirects. I would have went over on Demon Soul's platform to have a conversation. I won't have a conversation with anybody anymore about it. I'm not going on anybody's platform. I'm not going to talk about it because when I'm trying to work and deal with my family, I got to deal with this. I really don't appreciate it. So I need to now get myself together because I'm not understanding how I'm doing all these things to people when nobody thinks about what has been done to me. So why am I expected to be the nice one all the time? Why the hell am I expected to always break bread with everyone? I was supposed to meet Demon Soul. Nobody can say that I wasn't going to meet Demon Soul. Just stop. We were supposed to meet. We had some plans to meet and do something. So if I didn't want to meet Demon Soul, I wouldn't have met her. We had plans. But I'm not responsible for everything that people say. Okay? Now, y'all in the sector where y'all drag each other's skin, y'all drag each other's children. Do I like it? No. But I'm responsible for what MU says and does. If I do something, that I'm going to come live and talk about it, and then we could talk about it. But all this other stuff, no, I got to watch YouTube cameras live stream. I have to watch these live streams. But I don't need the stress of, if we can't have a conversation, if we can't sit down and have a conversation, because I love Demon Soul, a comment like, hey, I'll come to your platform. You got to tell me when, because I got my kids. I'm cooking. Kimmy I went over to Kimmy's platform because Kimmy said that there was an issue. I went to her platform. She dropped the link. I hit the link. All right. And I was trying, and most of that time I was on mute. And I understand how that could have hurt some feelings. I get it. But to say that I'm doing Demon Soul wrong and that, no. And if I remembered something, it doesn't even matter at this point. It doesn't matter. I'm not even in the space to have the conversation. As you shouldn't be. As you shouldn't be put in the middle of anything, love. Keep it. Thank you. I'm sitting over here in my own little space talking to a few people where they have these larger platforms bringing. I don't have anything to do with this, you guys. Nothing. They had a conversation and Kimmy's name came up in my chat, and apparently her name came up in another chat, but I don't need the stress. I can't talk to you. I got to press, but I don't need to stress, you guys. It's not healthy. I don't do well with it. What's good, Mulatto? I don't do well with it. And now I'm the bad guy in this situation, for real. Demon Soul and I had a falling out a while back. But we got over the falling out. As far as she didn't want to talk about it, I said, cool, we're not going to talk about it. We're going to leave it like that. But it doesn't mean it didn't happen. I just said, okay, let it ride. You do fall out with people that you're friends with. I've spoken to Demon Soul offline. If I speak to you offline, that means that I'm invested in you. Kimmy and I have a entirely different relationship. I'm not talking to Kimmy about Demon Soul, and I'm not talking to Demon Soul about Kimmy. I'm not saying that I'm mad that it didn't happen, because it did. Charlie says, also, congrats on your new milestones. Love you doing so great on your trip. Thank you, Charlie, because it did. Okay. But I have two people that, if it were up to me, we would all sit. Actually, they don't need me for the conversation because I had nothing to do with their beef. They fell out before me. I had nothing to do with it. I thought it happened when we all fell out, but Kimmy and Demon Soul fell out way before me. And friendships can be complicated because sometimes friends aren't going to get along, but that doesn't mean that the one that's friends with both has to choose a side. You don't have to choose a side. You can't make me choose a side. I'd rather y'all walk away from me than try to make me choose a side. All right? I heard Demon Soul out. I said on the platform, she did go on about Kimmy stuff. Y'all, I was cooking. I was doing a bunch of stuff. J Don was up there. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go down in the chat. But I also said I'll come back. And I would have come back. But then she called me, whatever she called me. And I'm not mad at her because she was upset. And when you're upset, you're going to vent. you're gonna go off, that's fine. But I really I'm trying to understand her feelings. I'm trying to understand how she feels. I did anything. Let me look at her community wall. This will help me out. And I was gonna leave another message on my community wall for her, but I'm not about to do all that. I'm not leaving her a message. I'm not leaving Kimmy a message. Because right now my feelings are hurt. Okay. Does my skin still look healthy though? Because stress will get you. And I kind of feel at this point that whatever I say is going to be twisted. Okay, so the Miss O's community post. Misunderstood. I'm going to be kinder to you than you are to yourself. We can clear it up without going to the alley. I don't know what that means, going to the alley. I don't know what that means. Or we can do the later. I think she means latter. It's up to you, because you wouldn't be seen with the likes of who? Let's not play receipts. Ready, you're going to have to stand in this, baby. Stand in what? When did I say I wouldn't be seen with the Miss O? I'm not standing in anything. I'm only standing in what I say. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to stand in. I don't have a problem with her. I still don't have a problem with her. But how did I get into this again? Y'all only see me on my platform mostly. Now, even when Demon Soul was on my platform and Kimmy came up, now they have a whole different situation. I was trying to figure out what the problem was, where the issue was. And then, since that conversation happened in the chat, y'all told me to stay out of it. I stayed out of it. I was trying to figure out the conversation that was going on. And I really feel that with me, it's just a big misunderstanding. But I told y'all, I'm not trying to have any issues with anybody. I'm not trying to have any drama with anybody. If you rock with me, I rock with you. I love you guys for supporting me, and that's just about it. This thing with Kimmy and Demon Soul should stay between Kimmy and Demon Soul, and y'all can't deflect on both sides. Y'all can't use me in this situation. You can't tell me who to like, okay? No, and you guys know when people beef, they're going to say that people don't like you, that, oh, they're going to play on your insecurities. That's what they're going to do. What's good, Brandon? But I'm not choosing sides in this situation. Y'all not about to make me choose sides. And like I said, if you want to walk away because I'm supposed to do more than what I'm doing, then y'all going to have to walk away. But what you're not going to do is disturb my peace any more than it has been these last couple of days. I have other issues. Other ones. You looking good, boo. You're going. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I'm trying, Charlie. This don't have anything to do with MU. And I'm almost feeling like, I don't know. I'm going to be careful with my words. Like I said, I'm feeling not great today. But y'all can't keep acting like I'm doing all these things to all these people. Okay? The swatting situation that has to do with Kimmy and Demon Soul. I only said I heard a noise. I was told she was swatted, and I was told she was swatted by Demon Soul. That's not me verifying anything, because the swatting thing keeps coming up. I was on the phone with Kimmy, and I heard a noise. I'm like, girl, what's that noise? I said that a while ago. That's not me saying, hey, I was on FaceTime with you. I saw the police coming in your door. No, I heard a noise, and Kimmy's like, oh my, wow. I'm like, what's that going on? That's what I heard. That's it. That's it. So I'm not verifying anything for anybody, and I'm only saying that because it came up. It came up a few times. I'm staying out of this one. I'm staying clearly out of it. And that's just it. I'm not going to be on anybody's platform when they're talking about each other. I'm not giving it. Never mind. I'll just keep my feelings to myself, because I'm expected to do what y'all don't do for me. You know? Y'all don't leave any platforms where MU name come up. And I don't expect you guys to. Okay? There's no conditions on my friendship. But I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, so I do have to take that into consideration. Demon Soul is very sensitive about the colorism subjects, her skin being used. So I do have to be mindful of that because I know that's one of her triggers. And I don't know. I can't tell Lee Miss O enough times that I think that she's beautiful. I think that her skin is beautiful. But people are going to use what they know you're insecure about. You understand? Hey, Louisiana, my friend. People are going to use what you're insecure about. But, and for Kimmy, I don't have to, I'm not going to explain that relationship to anybody. I'm not going to explain that friendship to anybody. I'm not going to discuss that one. That's a completely different relationship. And, you know, I have known Kimmy for a while. I have known her longer, and we just have a different relationship. I'm just going to leave that like that. And I don't know how this started back up. I don't need to know at this point because I'm over it. Louisiana, thank you. I'm over it. And friendships shouldn't be this complicated. Now, like Jay Wilson says, there are no friends on YouTube, and I get it. But both of them we took it off of YouTube, and I have been able to maintain healthy friendships offline that you guys know nothing about. Okay? Y'all don't know anything about my relationships. Y'all don't know anything about it because I don't talk to y'all about it. And that's just how it is. You like the color girl? That's just how it is. Since I'm not talking to y'all, I have literally a few minutes. Oh, and my hair? Oh, yeah, because I was trying to have my hair closer to my daughter's hair color, but it didn't work out like that. Y'all got any questions for me? Now, I have to go back and apparently listen to YouTube Camera's live stream because I was at work doing some stuff. Did I miss anything? Y'all got any questions for me? I don't want anybody to be hurt. I don't want Kimmy to be upset. I don't want D-Miss-O to be upset. I want them to work that out with each other. Or if they're going to drag on each other's platform, y'all drag on each other's platform. I would be in D-Miss-O chat. I would be in Kimmy's chat. But I will be up. Well, I'm a mod in Kimmy's chat. So I do drop down. But I come out from the sky. And why you let people get to you? I'm not letting anybody get to me. That's why I said, this is on y'all. Exactly, Jerome. This is on you guys. I'm just coming live addressing it because I'm on a platform. And this is that's what I'm talking about. Louisiana, thank you. So I'll go back and watch it. And hopefully when I watch it, I won't. What's good, Happy Life? Just call me Nicole, fool. Yeah, y'all, I gotta go visit my friend. Y'all know I have my friend that's in the hospital. So I'm gonna make the time out. Like, I'm a friend, like for. Ugh. I was responding to what she brought up with me regarding the cabin in the woods, and like she wants to keep bringing it up, and so I was only. You can't tell my story for me. I was responding because I don't even think about her. Sonetter, I kind of hate that. Yeah, I don't even think about her. And I guarantee you, I would not address anybody that doesn't address me many times. And that's when I respond. She wants to talk about the cabin in the woods and the real G's and stuff like that. Why? That was so long ago. If you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it over here. And I'll tell my own story. But that's it. I'm tired of people always bringing me up. But yes, I got a temper. And I can't control myself sometimes. Right? I try, but it is what it is. What?
Hey, what up with it? Good afternoon.
No, Louisiana, there's no catfish out here. I have to make red snapper. Fool, what do you want?
Hey, what up, Charlie Chat?
I was in the middle of something.
What was you in the middle of?
I'm gonna finish what I was talking about. So, do you have anything relevant to add to what I was talking about?
Man, I just dropped in, man. I want to know how you was doing and stuff, and what was you talking about? 'Cause
Okay, hush. Let me finish on something. So I'm gonna. Oh, here comes Charlie. Let me use my banner because I don't know if this is her or not. I forgot how to use a banner. Never mind. Let me just bring her up. I think that's her.
It's me.
Okay.
It's me. Thank
Okay, I'm
God
like,
it's
I haven't used the
me.
banner in so long. Make it blackened. That fish is great. He wants it fried. What's good, Charlie?
All I'm gonna say is make sure you keep your head up, baby. And if people don't understand you staying out of the beef as friends or try to make you choose, that ain't a true friend. Because somebody that really cares about you ain't like. Here's the thing. Let's say, right? Me and me, you, and Happy Life, we're all friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
let's
let's say
say,
me and Happy Life, we in a beef. I'm not going to try to
mm,
make you choose sides between us. And in fact, I know you're going to stay neutral in it. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, look, I'm not in it. I'm like Bennett and I ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? I love you
Right.
both. I love you both a lot. And I don't want to ruin my friendship with either one of you because I care about both of you. And if
we
I was the
just
one
talked
that said,
about it
hey,
earlier.
you got to choose, you got to choose, you can't just be friends, that I'm not a true friend if I do that. I don't tell people to choose sides. You get what I'm saying? I may, if I know something could possibly hurt somebody, I may warn them about it. And it's their choice whether they take that warning or not, right? If I know something could be of detriment to someone, I may tell them about it. Like if let's say I got a friend that's bad about stabbing people in the back, right? Or stealing money from them or something. And we're friends and I really care about you. I might go, hey, just be careful giving them money or be careful telling them certain things.
Right.
Because I'm looking out for you as a friend. But as far as in telling somebody, hey, you can't be friends with it. No, no. And keep your head up, keep smiling beautiful no matter what they say about you on the streets. You know they're going to bring up the old stuff every time they get a chance, but you doing better in life. You're not where you were. You're in a new spot, a new place, and you know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. Don't let nobody get in your mental space. You know I done told you that a million and one times.
You have Charlie, and you know that I love you. I'm gonna say this because I do gotta go back and watch the live streams. So I did. I messaged Demiso about you know this situation. I messaged Kimmy right when Demiso was out of platform. Stop. Um, I understand that feelings can be hurt, but apparently this is way deeper than what I know. That what I known it to be. And I'm at work and I'm hearing and I'm now seeing the community post from Demon Soul what took me caught me off guard because I'm like, girl, how did this even grow legs? This is between you two. It don't have a damn thing to do with me. And it's like if I'm getting into a battle with somebody and they bring her up or bring somebody else up, I'm not gonna go to her with it. I'm gonna address the person that said it. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't have anything to do with it.
Well,
If
that's
me
like
being on, huh?
no, it's like this. Okay, I'm friends with a lot of people, right? And a lot of people who don't like each other, can't stand each other, right? Or I'm close or have a YouTube ship with a lot of people who don't like each other, right? They can't stand each other. I try my very best to stay out of it. I don't comment if in the live stream they start reading the person off. I might say hey to other people, start talking about cake in chat, but you ain't gonna see me adding into that beef. You get what I'm saying? I'm staying out. I'm like Bennett. And I ain't in it. I like that person. Now you might see me also say in chat. I've said it. I love Mr. JB and Lemon. Right? I like both of them. Well, somewhere or another they had a beef. Right? I said in Lemon's chat. I like Mr. JB myself. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't
Mhm.
telling Lemon what to feel, and I'm not telling JB what to feel. They're two grown ass people. That's their choices. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying the hell out of it. I'm like Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Mm. Charlie, we were just talking about that earlier. Like it's best to remain a third party. Now, hey, some things may go south, but you did the best that you can do. I mean,
Oh, look, there's my TC. That's the yes.
Hey TC, hey sis.
yeah, but you did the best you can do. So remain a third party, do your best, and it is what's gonna be.
I'm gonna pray, baby, that nobody takes it out on you because I know where this can go. And you and
Yeah.
me both know we've been on these streets for a long time. And we know that it could possibly lead you into some shit that you don't deserve to be in. If you're a third party and you ain't got nothing to do with their beef, they could try to make you pick sides. They could try to force you to pin you against another. If somebody calls you up on a link right now, I would suggest, this is my suggestion. You
Don't
can
hit it.
take it or leave it. Don't hit it right now because they're gonna try to use you against somebody. Is all I'm gonna
I'm not
say.
at this point. Hey, ODS, what's good with you?
Or
So
say, I'm like Bennett. I ain't in it. I love you.
no, I'm not at this point. Like I said, I tried to have a conversation. I sent her a message under a community post because I'm like, okay, so what Demon Soul is talking about doesn't really have anything to do with Kimmy at that point. That's between me and her. I left a message, but at this point, like I waited for her to respond. I'm not hitting anybody's link as of right now. If it's a neutral platform, maybe. But as far as this goes, no, this doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm not about to make it have anything to do with me. And I'm not. I'm not.
Shut up, ODS.
I'm not about to do it. I mean, if Demon Soul is that upset with me and she wants to fight with me, I don't understand it because I never had that kind of energy for Demon Soul. Even when we were in the thick of our fight, and I'm just saying this, I never really had that type of energy, so I'm not sure where the smoke for me is coming from. If Kimmy, which I haven't heard anything from Kimmy, if she was upset with me, I'm like, how? Now, the one thing that I got, okay, so apparently there's this thing about Kimmy saying something against my child. All I said is if it was public, show me a receipt, show me whatever. I'm not about to go back and all that. I mean, if I hear it, I'll address it. But other than that, this is 2025 and I'm trying to, what's good, Robin?
Hey, 504 girl. My thing, here's the thing. If it was said while y'all were in a beef, right? That everybody says stuff about each other when they're in a beef, right? If y'all have moved on from it and y'all are in a different place now, and this was done years ago, I would just let that go. But if it happened recently, right, and y'all are cool and it was said while you're cool, that's a whole nother story, right?
I think that if anything was said close to that, it probably I don't know, so I don't even want to guess because I don't even remember it altogether. I'm not gonna say I remember it because people want me to remember. I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I just don't. But I'm not saying anything past that, and I know she feels a certain kind of way. But I heard y'all drag kids before. My kids aren't gonna be off limits in a battle. So I don't know, and I'm not trying to minimize that. I don't like when people talk about my babies. I don't. I'm quick to go off about my babies.
Nobody wants nobody to talk about their kids, but some people, that's what they do. And
That's
even
what
though
they
we
do.
don't agree with it, it depends on. Here's the thing: if let's say me and you were fighting, and we were that type to do that, right? Let's say we were. We're not. Just hypothetical. And we said that in the thick of things. We were talking about each other's kids. We was talking about each other's dead relatives. We was going crazy, child. But then we made up, and after that, nothing else was said. And it depends on the time frame. It depends on were y'all angry at each other at the time, because a lot of people say stuff they don't necessarily mean when they're angry.
That's true.
I don't go that low. Thank you, Sarnetta. I appreciate you. I don't go that low. Shout out to the HOK.
I don't either, love. But I'm saying if we did, let's say, that was hypothetical. I don't believe in dragging kids. I don't believe in dragging the dead. That's just not me, you know? But some people do. They take it real life. And to me, I don't take it real life either. I'm just going to talk my mess.
I'm going to ask you a question, Charlie. So you were on the YouTube streets today?
A little bit, yeah.
So have you heard any of the happy ending? I didn't ask for an ad lib. What's good, J Dunn? Have you heard any of the commentary have you heard any of it or what the problem?
I ain't figured out what the problem is, to tell you the goddamn honest truth, and I don't understand why some of your past was even brought up.
When was my past? What platform? Where was it
about something with the cabin in the woods and the other stuff. I watched a little bit.
So the cabin in the woods was brought up. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I don't even know where it came from and why it started being a topic of conversation. the situation where I forgot who said it, but somebody brought up something, about the dog thing, that they used to say about you. I don't even know why that was even brought up in the first place. Um, in my opinion, that's just no. You
That
know
was
what
on
I
what
mean?
platform?
I believe, but I'm not sure. I don't
I've
know
always
whose
supported
platform it was
YTC. I
on.
don't understand why.
I was I
I
was
gotta watch
watching
it.
the I was watching a live, and I don't remember which one it was because there's so many that goes on. But I just remember a lot being said over the last week, and I'm like, why is this all coming up again?
Because I'm doing fine and I'm doing well, and so they trying to bring me back. That's all I could think of. Because if this has to do with Demon Soul and Kimmy, y'all notice this? Hey, 3,000 degrees. Hey, 3K. Y'all notice this? Every time there's something and they want to make it like either more whatever, they want to deflect, they want to make it spicier, they always throw in misunderstood. What the hell does the Cabin in the Woods? The Cabin in the Woods has to do with whatever. But that was, what year was that, y'all? 2022. Now they say it's still relevant today. That means y'all bored because we went over that in detail. And the best one to cover the best one to cover the Cabin in the Woods is me. I'm the one that was friends with Real G's. I'm the one that's friends with Sinator. Y'all don't know anything about it at all except what y'all saw on video. I don't give a damn. But what does that have to do with Kimmy, and what does that have to do with Demon Soul? Again, y'all sound bored. Y'all sound desperate. Y'all sound thirsty for a storyline, and I don't know what to tell you. Are you going to make me hold my head down? So now, like I said, when it comes to this situation, I don't give a damn. I'm not hitting y'all links about it. I'm not talking about it past today. Y'all want to beat each other's head? Well, I'm not taking my fight. I don't care at this point because y'all trying to make it more than what it is. I don't care. I want to hear about it. That's what it is. You either rock with me or you don't. This don't have a damn thing to do with me, and I'm really tired of people that claim I'm not part of their sector, but then they're always bringing me up, and then when I bring it up, they're like, oh, why is she bringing it up now? I bring it up because y'all bring it up. If you want to talk about the Cabin in the Woods, I will fire up a live stream on
You want to know something misunderstood?
Saturday.
I do not know that story.
I will
but I do not care
myself because at this point it's like a fable. It's exaggerated, and it doesn't need any exaggeration. It was a wild story. It is what it is. Let me put out my receipts. Let me put out the video because nobody has them but me. They really want to know.
People who truly care about you, though, won't care. Like, I don't care what you did in your past. I mean, I would love for a good story time. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I like you for you. So I don't care what you did in the past. You feel me? I don't care what you did in your past. I want to know what you're doing in your future. You know what I'm saying? And you're a good person to me, right? And I'm a good person. That's all I care about. I don't even.
I appreciate you saying that because there was a situation with you where I was worried and I was on a platform because I was trying to get some details to make sure you were good. And I hit a link over in the sector that you've been covering.
Girl, I need to stop cussing people out.
My only point was this. I'm not going into those details. I haven't even went live about it because I won't. My point was, I sent you a message. I'm like, hey, you good? And you didn't get upset because I was there. I care about you. Now, I didn't like what was being said. And I'm like, just because I'm sitting somewhere, it does not mean I agree with what a person is saying. Sometimes I'm trying to figure this out. And in your case, I was concerned. And it's like, no. And the same thing in this case, Kimmy and Demon Soul. I was trying to figure out where did this start? When did this start? And I'm having a conversation. It does not mean that I pick sides because I haven't picked a side. It doesn't have anything to do with me.
It's like, I didn't take it out on you, did I? I just like, nah, girl, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I got this, And I'm hoping that all this situation works out and that you don't get put in no BS because you don't deserve it. Whatever goes on between two grown consenting adults and their beef, that's their beef. You ain't gonna. It's like it would be like somebody be putting me in their beef that has nothing to do with them. I don't put people in my beefs or even ask. Like, here's the thing. Okay, everybody knows that I am friends with a lot of controversial people, right? Have I ever taken on their beefs or cussed somebody out? No, it's not my
Hang on
beef.
a second, Charlie.
Hey,
Jada.
Jay Thistle.
Hi.
I'm
Jaden.
waving like an idiot, Jada.
Hi. How are ya? I came up here for you, Charlie.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
Go
I
ahead.
came up here for misunderstood too. But go you can finish what you were saying.
Hell, I don't even remember now. Go ahead, Jada.
If you're friends with, because I want to hear this. You were saying that you're friends with controversial people.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't take on other people's beefs. I try to stay out of those. Like, I've made mistakes just like everybody else has, but the best thing that you could try to do is to remain neutral. And like, let's say you just happen to be there and your friend is talking about your other friend. The best thing you do is just try to stay out. You can be in chat and say hey to other people. It's just don't add to the beef. Do you don't think people haven't tried to do that while I'm up on a link, tried to use me to get to one of my friends and I just ignore it?
Okay, Kimmy, message me later. Good night. Go
Hope you
ahead,
have a good
Charlie.
night, Miss Kimmy.
Got it.
Have fun in school. Study, girl. You don't want to fail. You know, people be talking. Do your thing.
But that's pretty much it. Is no matter what somebody tries to force you into a beef, just ignore it. Walk away if you have to. But like, look, I'm not in it. I'm not picking sides. I love both of you, and if you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, Mahogany.
And
I agree
and
with you. I'm
uh
Well,
sorry.
I
and
hate that
you
Kimmy was leaving. Because specifically, I heard today something about. Did you ever tell Kimmy that you would never be seen in public with Miss O?
I'm sure Kimmy, I can message Kimmy, but I know she's in class. Did I ever tell Kimmy what?
That you wouldn't be seen in public with Miss O.
No, I think even on her shelf, I'd be like, I think even on her platform, I said, you know, I mean, Kimmy was, I think I even correct said that on her platform. If I didn't say it, no, Demon Soul and I were supposed to meet before, we had plans for her to come to California, even though I
I
said later.
remember. I remember when y'all had those plans. So I think when that came out, that Kimmy was saying that or Kimmy allegedly said that you said that you would never be seen in public with Demon Soul. That made Demon Soul feel some kind of way because she know that y'all did make plans to meet. So it's like,
That's
why would you be telling
but
Kimmy something like that behind her back?
the California thing, I let the Miss O know that wasn't going to happen because she was going to meet up with someone else. And I said, oh, that's a little too close for comfort. But we made other plans to go somewhere else. That was, we made plans to go somewhere else. So that's why I'm even wondering why did the Miss O even, um, she, they're in a battle back and forth. So they're both going to say things. Everybody knows how that works. But the Miss O should have just went by what we talked about because I made plans publicly. So how would that make sense? The Miss O and I spoke to. I mean, I was just in
Salute.
Nashville, and you know that didn't work out. So we made. Is it you? Shoot. Okay.
Salute, misunderstood. How are you, my girl?
I'm good. We're in the middle of something there here though. So let me finish my conversation. So
Go ahead.
do you have something to say regarding what we're talking about?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of the conversation,
Okay,
and
let me go back. Okay, you gotta go on mute. You gotta go on mute. Okay.
okay.
So I'm
I
saying I'm
feel.
gonna say this.
Can you hear
I
me?
don't I hear you, but I'm getting
Oh,
distracted.
yeah. I was gonna
Okay.
say I heard a little bit of the conversation, but I feel the same way. If you beefing with somebody in these spaces, leave me out of it. I don't get involved in YouTube beefs either. Just saying. So I feel the
Thank
same
you.
way when it comes to that stuff. Go ahead.
Okay, go on mute. Go on mute. Thank you. I agree with you, Hustler. Welcome to the platform. So I'm gonna say this. I don't want to get distracted. So Jada, when people are that's okay. I'm friends with people that don't get along, right? And they go at it and they say things. But I don't hold that against the other person. There's plenty of times I was on your platform before and I didn't like what happened. I got cursed out, blah blah. I didn't blame you. So I don't think it's fair to blame me for that being said.
Okay. Well, I think from what I understood, because you didn't say anything about it, or you didn't deny that was not true. Your silence seems like you were saying, yeah, that conversation did happen, and that made Demon Soul feel type of way.
Hustler, I'm gonna put you in the chat just because I don't want Demon Soul to feel ganged up on with people outside of the sector that's talking about this. Is that okay? But you can't come up later when I'm done.
Wait, say that again.
I'm gonna put you in the chat because I don't want Demon Soul to feel like I'm having a stream about her and she's being ganged up on. I'm just kind of having a conversation, and I could bring you back later. Huh?
Okay, I'm here for the conversation too, but I understand.
Okay, well then I'll just leave you up here. It's fine. So the thing is this, Jada. I'm glad you asked me specifically about that because I was at work. Good night, Mahogany. I was at work and I missed a lot of commentary. So I'm strictly going off of Demon Soul's post because that's what I saw. It was addressed to me and I responded. I have no problems meeting Demon Soul. If Kimmy were to say something, I don't need to correct Kimmy about anything. They're in a battle and I'm not about to get in the middle of their battle. Demon Soul said things about Kimmy that I didn't agree with, but that's between them. I didn't jump in the middle and say, don't say that about Kimmy. And she didn't ask me to, and she's never even commented about it. I think that, again, if they're dragging, what is Kimmy going to talk about? She's going to talk about what Demon Soul don't like. And what am I supposed to do? Oh, don't say that. Do I like it? Do you hear me saying those things? No. The only reason I stayed on the platform because I'm pretty sure, which I don't understand why it's really coming up now when I was on Demon Soul's platform the other day. But I thought the beef started from my chat. So I was asking Kimmy about that. And I'm like, wait a minute. Kimmy said it started from Jay Wilson's chat. And I'm like, okay, don't really have anything to do with me. But to clear that up, I'm publicly saying I have never said that. There's not going to be a screenshot. There's not going to be a recording of me saying it because I've never said it.
Okay. Yeah, I specifically wanted to ask you that because I know that was one of the main things that I heard today. And I saw the community wall post as well where she tagged you.
Yeah, and I don't understand why she's saying pull out receipts and stuff like that. Don't threaten me with a good time. Because you're not going to find anything about either one of them. Now on Mad Day, will you see some things? Probably. But I thought we already all worked that out. I did.
Okay.
Did I miss anything else that was said from those live streams? I don't understand what the cabin in the woods and my history and all those things got. So that's when I stopped taking things as serious because their friendship and me being in the woods has nothing to do with each other. So that's when that's why I said I'm losing interest because I feel like it's more to it. And at this point, it's a storyline. I was taking it serious before that, but none of that stuff came up. It didn't come up on Kimmy's platform. And for it to come up, I don't know where it came up at. I don't take it seriously anymore. Now I feel like this is something else and I have to not be invested.
Well, I can say that I didn't hear anything about the cabin in the woods today, but that don't necessarily mean that it wasn't said. So I don't
The
know.
only person I heard was, so if it came up, Charlie, I'm not sure. The only person I heard bring it up was Dory, but we all know Dory to be whatever she is, and I'm not understanding why she's so invested in my life. But it is what it is. That's the only person I heard bring it up. But I don't understand why that came up because that beef was between me and ODS. So that's what I'm saying. I can't take these things that seriously anymore. People are just messy and chaotic, and that's just what it is. I do feel bad that Demon Soul feels the way that she's feeling. I do. But there's some things that I don't really like. I can't even hold you because I still don't understand her anger towards me. She can't be angry if I'm saying I don't remember something now because I'm not going to say I remember if I don't remember. But I'm not saying it wasn't said. I'm not saying it was said. I'm just simply saying I don't remember. That's it.
I understand, and I care about you both in different ways. So that's why I want to come up here and just say.
Thank you,
Oh, and I
Jada.
care about Charlie too. Charlie as well.
I like the way you threw that, J.
I love Charlie, but to be fair, the three of us are we're content creators, and we have like this. You know, you understand. You and Charlie are, it's a little different, but we've all been on platforms where things are said about somebody else. I don't think it's fair to hold that person accountable just because you're cool with them. I just don't. Now, I can understand the so questioning if I said I didn't want to be seen with her because I'll look somebody a certain kind of way too, and I'm supposed to be meeting up with you. Like, I get it. But this is just my way of clearing it up.
Thank you, Jay Dunn, for coming up and asking that also because I didn't hear that myself. And so that was a good thing to clear up. Because if that's like what Demon Soul was under the impression of right there, that would hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah, because it seemed that Misunderstood was in Demon Soul's area recently and didn't let her know that she was there. Did you let Demon Soul know that you was there?
Asking
Hmm?
when I was in her area, did I let her know that I was there?
Hmm.
I publicly said that I was going there. And if she would have contacted me, I would have responded. I have messaged the Miss O and I haven't gotten a response. When I was there, we were on a tight schedule. I was with my family, and because of the experience I've had with, and this has nothing to do with the Miss O, but I wanted to get away, and I went live about it. I talked about my trip to Nashville coming up, and I didn't hear from anyone else over the Mm-mm. The Miss O and I had plans to meet somewhere else. She talked about Nashville. She's like, why didn't we meet up? Blah, blah. I talked to her about that. That had nothing to do with Kimmy. Kimmy and I didn't speak about no Nashville trip or anything like that. Dima Soul was the one that I talked to about it. And she's like, girl, and I was like, I'll come back. I have no problem going back.
Yeah, and that's the thing because I already told Charlie
Look
when
at
I'm
my
back in
message. Hang
Mississippi,
on
I'm
for a
gonna let
second.
her know.
Because I want to make sure I'm remembering this.
I'm gonna say this: if I was in any one of y'all's area, I'd be the first one to reach out. I'd be like, look, 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 I'm in your area. Are you free to be up?
Yeah, Charlie, I know that's
We
right.
have to look at this. Let me look because I want to refresh my memories. I don't want to misquote, but I went there and y'all know I have not had. I'm not meeting. Would I meet Demus? Oh, like let's say Demus Soul was in Palm Springs, right? And she was around, and she met like, hey, what's good, room shaker? She was around my family, stuff like that. I want to clear that up. Great, that would be awesome. She could meet my family. I have no problem with her being around my ninja, being around my family. I don't have any problem with that. But the trip just, I needed to get away, and I needed to do some things that I wanted to do. I didn't want to really share as much of the trip with other content creators, because when I do meet up with her, I kind of want it to be where we're not on such a rigid schedule. Because I was only there for like 2 days.
Okay. Well, I think that might bring a little bit more context to it because I think she probably was wondering why. This is only me saying I've not talked to Demon Soul about this at all. I just found out about it today. I didn't even know. But I think because y'all didn't get to hang out when you came, and then for her to hear Kimmy say that, I think maybe she might have twisted those things together. But like that one had something to do with the other when you were clarifying that neither one had anything to do with the other. And I actually know how that is because one of my good YouTube people was out here and was on a tight schedule because she had a niece moving into Spelman out here. And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet with them, but it was a tight schedule. They moving in the niece.
You know, the end of the day, you know, and I don't know, someone just told me something that kind of messed me up right now, but I can't with people anymore. I'm not gonna befriend people anymore because I gotta be too careful with what I say and people falling out with me, and that's not fair to me because I don't just fall out with you guys that easily. But that's okay. I've been through this. The thing with Demon Soul is this is growing legs that it shouldn't grow. I don't have a damn thing to do with what Kimmy said to Demon Soul. I don't have anything to do with what Demon Soul said to Kimmy. We had plans. I didn't get to meet her in Nashville. I went live about it. It was short. Demon Soul has my phone number. She didn't call me to meet up with her. I can show you messages of when I have called her. I can show you messages of when I have texted her. So it's not on me. If she wants me to send her those messages, I will. But if you don't respond when I'm there, and then I'm like, okay, I'll meet. Then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to worry about it because I could have went live about it. She didn't respond. I'm not going to sweat it. So this is not an OMU is doing anything to Demon Soul, and you guys got to stop that. It's like, and I'm not talking to you, J Don. It's like, I do care about her feelings. But now I feel like people are making it like I'm doing something to her instead of me just living my life. What I told Demon Soul on the phone was that let's plan something. We will go somewhere. We will meet. We could make commentary. We cannot make commentary. And that would be like, I asked her, are you going to bring your family? Because then I'll bring my family. If it's just going to be you, then I'll meet you. We had this whole conversation. So now it's like, and like I said, I'm not hitting anybody's links about it. I'm not talking about this like on Kimmy's or the Soul's platform at this point because I did reach out to her. And now I'm like on the hot seat for what? Because they're beefing, and I feel like I'm the one that's always thrown in the middle for whatever reason. I don't like it. And when I hit Kimmy's link, it was not against Demon Soul. It wasn't. Yes, Kimmy went off on Demon Soul, and I'm like, God, I gotta start watching these streams before I hit these links, before I hit anybody's link, and that way I have more of an understanding. But no, I'm not gonna be on any platforms that Demon Soul is being talked about at all. I will just sit in the chat because I don't want this to happen.
I think everybody knows not to meet up with strangers from YouTube without their children. That was the dumbest advice to ever give.
Wait, without your children? My children didn't come with me on the trip. My children wasn't with me in Nashville.
I don't even know why they thought they was adding anything. That was stupid to add.
But if Demon Soul had her daughter, I don't have I would have my kid with me. She has a young child that's probably not too far from. I can't remember I'm not trying to tell you how old her daughter is, but if she had her family, I'm a family person. I don't have
Her daughter is 13.
Okay, so she's the same age as my son. I don't have no problem with my kids being around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we both, like, because she called me, she's like, oh, I'm in Palm Springs, I got my kid. Obviously, I'm going to bring my kid. That just makes sense to me. But I am reluctant to meet people online because it hasn't gone well. But Demon Soul and I have spoken a lot. We're getting to know each other. We were. And so I don't understand. Like, I felt like she could have known that I would show up with her in public. Like, the drag was, what did she say? I wouldn't, what was it? Said something like, I wouldn't be seen with anybody like Demon Soul. They're beefing. There's nothing wrong with the way she looks. She knows there's nothing wrong with the way she looks. So
I think Kimmy was wrong for trying to speak for you in that moment. Because if we're gonna be honest, Kimmy threw you in. If Kimmy spoke for you and said that you would not be seen with anybody like Demon Soul, then Kimmy is the one that brought you into that beef, not Demon Soul.
but I've talked about it on my platform, but she's talking to her audience and when I brought that up, she said you wouldn't be seen with her. I did clear it up on my platform. I went live and I was like, I have no problem meeting with Demon Soul. I'm not getting in the middle of their of their beef, and I'm also not about to argue with anybody on their large platform. I can come over here, you know. But I did speak on that the same day. And the thing is, I reached out to her because I was like, I'll have this conversation. I hit her link to have that conversation. I dropped down because I was cooking and getting things ready for my kid, like, you know. But right now, I'm feeling like this is kind of getting turned on me, and all I'm saying is, nobody can make me choose a side. They can choose to walk away from me. But the Miss O like knows the things that we talked about. She knows the things we talked about with her channel and with her commentary and with us meeting up was supposed to be like a fun thing, and so that's kind of, and that was never a secret. So anything other than that, you know, I'm just responsible for what I say. But again, so that way there's no problem. I will not, when I'm cool with people that's being, you know, when I'm cool with people, then I don't really need to be around when y'all going at it with each other, because somehow it's going to get twisted, which I don't think is really fair, but it is what it is. I feel pretty heavy and not good right now, but it's just what it is.
I think that you and her need to have a conversation if and when she's ready or you're ready, and y'all are both in a good headspace. I don't, you know, I don't know if y'all need to have it on Front Street or off. Maybe Jay Dunn can hop in on that one, because a lot of this was said on Front Street, so that's the only reason I was saying for y'all to have that conversation together. But at the same time, y'all are friends and y'all have each other's phone numbers. You feel me? Like if it would be different, it's like you're just a YouTube ship, you know? But all three of y'all are like have y'all's different friendships, you know?
And Charlie, just to add on to that, I think it's good to have like when they have a good headspace to have good conversations offline. That way, there won't be no drama. Just to add it to it.
Whew.
Happy
Zero.
life,
Now my dog is going crazy.
happy life. As long as your messy ass lurking around, you be starting the drama.
I don't be starting. Yeah. I
Stop the
have
cap.
been quiet lately. I've been quiet lately. Stop it.
To be fair, he really has. Salute, happy life.
Happy life always starts some drama with somebody, but he think people don't see him.
I
Trust me,
have
I
been
see him.
quiet lately. Look at my track record the past 5 weeks. I have not hit links like this.
Yep. And let me add this. I know what it's like to beef with somebody in these spaces, and I don't like it. I try to stay out of it. But in the event that I have to beef with somebody, I encourage other people to stay the hell out of it. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Stay out of it. It's between me and this person. Don't nobody go sticking their noses where it don't belong, because I don't want. Now I got two people that I got to go against. No, Or if you're on my side, well, that's one thing. But still, I'd rather you stay out of it. Just saying.
That I do agree with him. Stay out.
And it's better to be the neutral party, because I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen this 101 times that sometimes two content creators go to beef or two people you like, and within 2 to 3 weeks they made up, and now you're the a-hole.
What?
Yep, that's how it goes. Now they turn on you. Now you the one looking dumb. Now they go in on you. Yeah, that's
Saying
Wait, run that through me again. Hold on, run that through me again, so two people can beef with each other. They make peace, and now the person that tried to be in the neutral is look like a fool.
No, not the neutral person. You tried to take a side and or be a stirrer of the pots.
Oh,
Now you the a-hole. You see what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah.
okay, I
you
get you.
like, yeah, you did that to my friend, and I don't like you no more. And now they're friends, and now you look You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nope,
Yep.
stay out of it.
Stay out of it.
But
Hey,
Yep.
with this,
hey.
with you and Demas O actually having y'all's real friendship, you feel me? I think that y'all two need to have a one-on-one conversation between just the
I'm
two of
not having a conversation anymore because of the turn, the message I got. I'm not having a conversation anymore with her,
you.
or
Okay.
I'm not having it over with Kimmy about this. I'm
You
simply
just
just
want it all
walking away.
shut down. You just want it
Not
all
walking
shut
away.
down.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do. Either way, it's gonna be taken on me, and I'm just not doing it. I was willing to. Now I'm not. I'm not. People can think whatever they want. Mm-mm. No matter what I do, it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be said the right way. I'm not willing to have the conversation at all. Mm-mm.
I just want to say I'm sorry that this is going on to all parties involved. Um, I hate to see people get into arguments like this. I hate to see people hurt. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I don't like nobody to be hurt. I want to hug everybody up and love everybody up. But
Group
I
hug.
know, yeah, I want to give a group hug to everybody. But see what happened was now everybody fighting and all my friends ain't friends no more.
We are in the last days, Charlie. You know there bound to be division.
Yeah, no, see, I'm staying out of it. See, this right here is an example. I'm staying out of it because I like you, I like them, so I like everybody, right? And I'm not getting in it. I'm gonna be like Bennett, and y'all do you, because if y'all friends 2 weeks from now, I ain't gonna be the asshole. I'm just saying.
I'm not calling out anybody. I'm not talking about this. I'm not going out. Whatever they're gonna say, they're gonna say. Because nothing I say is gonna clear anything up. It's not gonna be enough. Right now, y'all talking about the woods. Y'all talking about all this stuff. Y'all can have it. I'm not. I don't care.
And I
I don't
think
care.
that was like the situation you're talking about though with Dory is where I think I heard it. I forgot what platform that was on.
Girl,
Child, I watch
and
so many
they're
different
good no matter what they
platforms.
say, and I think she's just jealous about that relationship. They're not going
I
anywhere.
can't keep up, child. There's too much going on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. Again, I'm responsible for what I
Hey,
say.
Jacob.
I haven't said anything about this child. Demon Soul have said things and done things to me that I've had to forget. You know, I'm like, hey, girl, we're good. I'm sure I said things. I know that I said things, and she's like, MU, okay, you know, and that happens. But y'all not about to make this beef between Kimmy and Demon Soul. This is not a Kimmy, Demon Soul, and MU beef. So y'all keep that. Kimmy, that's between you and Demon Soul. Demon Soul, that's what between you and Kimmy. I'm not choosing anybody in this situation. And if
You really
Demon
shouldn't.
Soul brought me up in the whole thing with what she's saying about the kids and stuff like that, I'm not about to be Demon Soul. Don't say that. I'm not about to do that. So, you know, and again, I'm like, I'm at work and I see this at misunderstood. Y'all know how I feel with tags. I know how I feel. That at symbol really bugs me. But she wanted
I'm
my
gonna,
attention.
I'm gonna add you one day just to tell you to have a good day.
Makes sense
Yeah,
to me.
but does she now? Y'all heard me say to Kimmy that hey, they're gonna see this as colorist. I did speak up, but I have my own platform where I'm not gonna be interrupted and stuff like that. I'm not saying that Kimmy would have interrupted me, but man, you know, y'all know. The thing is, like I said, the reason why I withdrew my offer to have a conversation is because at this point, everything I say is gonna be picked apart, twisted, what I did, what I said to Demon Soul. Kimmy, I don't really know how Kimmy feels about the situation because we haven't spoke about it beyond her platform. So I don't know how she spoke about it. Here's Demon Soul. MU, I'm not dragging you. I told you I wouldn't go there. I haven't even talked about you. But I thought you knew what it was about because you was there. Okay, let me see. Hey, Lisa, let me try to understand this. I'm not dragging you either, the missile, and I'm really hurt by the situation because I feel like it's growing legs. I do feel, now you can tell me if you disagree with me. And I was upset and I did say I was gonna have this conversation, but that's just because my feelings are hurt right now. And my feelings are hurt not because of you. This hurts too, but there's something else going on. Demon Soul, I'm gonna say this. if you're no, I just found okay. So Demon, so I think you're talking about the not meeting you thing. Is that it? Because you and I have had plans to meet. We talked about Nashville. We talked about how. Are y'all messaging me? We talked about Nashville. We talked about how. Um. Okay. What? Y'all are messaging me about stuff that don't have anything to do with what I'm talking about right now. Come on, can you focus? Okay, I hear you. Thank you. Real life first. We can take. So I want to say this too. Whatever is going on with you and Kimmy, I chose not to get in the middle of that. She's gonna drag. She's gonna do what she's gonna do, and you're gonna drag, and you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Like the adults that y'all are. But as far as we're concerned, you know about Nashville. You know about California, and why I'm like, oh, so we gotta meet somewhere else because you got other plans in California, and that's fine with me. I didn't even get upset with you. But if I didn't want to see you in public, why would I have made plans with you? Even to the point where our kids can meet each other and stuff like that. So I must be missing something. And not only that, you have my phone number. Before I went to Nashville, I did try to contact you. And then I just was like, you know what? I did contact you about it. I went live about it. And then I did my thing. And I love Nashville. You don't got to worry about me coming back there. I will be back in Nashville. You're just a plane ride away from me. I have no problem with it.
You look like you would have a good time in Nashville.
They're
The way
done.
you dress, looking like Woody off Toy Story with the cowboy boots, you look like you had a blast.
Girl, I had my cowboy hat. I had my boots. I had my little bitty shorts. Like, I was like, dancing Zach Brown and Shania Twain because country was in every daggone bar.
Girl,
Like,
in that airport, they make a there's a little bar in there in the airport, and I got me a triple grilled cheese sandwich. It was off the Chisane. They got some good food up in the airport up there.
they do. Well, yeah, and I was like, y'all got any barbecue fish anywhere? And they kind of just looked at me. So I guess barbecue fish isn't their thing. But
No. I'm sorry, barbecue, but not barbecue fish.
yeah, I was like, I need some barbecue fish, and it was.
They probably looked at you like you was crazy.
They did. They were just like, ma'am. I was like, oh, okay.
Man.
You would have been better off requesting barbecue shrimp. You can get barbecue shrimp now, but not a barbecue fish. That
Yeah, I
fish
didn't
gonna
get
fall apart.
It was so. Oh, they do have. Look, they have barbecue hot fish. And then I kind of went
For
with
real,
that barbecue.
so you got to show me that because I ain't never seen barbecue fish before in my life, and I'm Southern. Okay.
That would be so freaking good. Like, yeah, but I would definitely be back in Nashville. I had a ball. Like, I need more time in Nashville. I would definitely need like, I don't know what, 3 full days. So like 4 days out in Nashville because that was fun. That was fun.
I've
And I'll have
been
a
through
virgin.
Nashville many times on my way to New York when I was visiting my babe, and that airport is freaking huge.
It's big. It's big. Grilled fish. Okay, let me address this. Her saying you wouldn't be seen with the likes of me and you up there on mute was shocking. I was on mute for a few reasons. Number one, I had my family around. I had my son. But I'm not going to throw my family in it like, oh, that's the only reason I was on mute. I was on mute because you guys had an exchange over on Brianna. So she was going off. But I could see how you got hurt by that, Demon Snow, but I wasn't trying to hurt you. I just felt like she was going off the same way I was on your platform and you were going off on her. I didn't drop down immediately when you were going off on her because I felt like that's between two adults. And you've already known that we've talked about that. So I didn't really think that you... I could see how you would feel a certain kind of way, but at the time I didn't see how you would... I didn't see it at the time. I'm just going to say that. I found out this morning in YTC chat. I don't watch her. I'll have to watch YTC chat and kind of see what was going on. Kimmy, You guys just got into it over on Brianna's, and then I found out she was going live, and I was like, all right, let me come over. But and yeah, it did go left, Demon Soul, but why would you even believe that? Like, I mean, Kimmy, that's Kimmy's opinion. I can't change Kimmy's opinion. That's her opinion. But you know what we talked about. So that's why I wasn't really. Am I wrong, you guys? Y'all could tell me. Y'all feel like I was wrong?
In one sense, yes, and because in
Okay.
one sense, no. I'm going to tell you why. In one sense, you should have said, "Oh, wait a minute. I never said that." You know what I'm saying? I never said that to clear your name. But in
But
the
I do
same
say,
sense,
if you listen to the
you were
stream, you're hearing
trying
me say
to.
yes, I would. On the show. Oh, let me go on mute. Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is, in the other sense, when I say no, is you were trying to stay on mute to stay out of it. So that's why I see it both ways. I see it, and I could really see the Miss O being really hurt about that because where y'all have made these plans and y'all's children to meet and all that stuff to be said that, and her thinking that her friend, MU, basically said, I couldn't see myself hanging out with her. That would hurt my feelings too. And if I didn't hear you say, no, I would meet up with her. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It could have been a simple, no, I never, I meet up the TMO, we're cool. Y'all's beef is y'all's beef. I want to stay out of it. Please don't bring me in it. It could have been very respectful the way you said it to Kimmy too, and Kimmy wouldn't have took it as a slight either. And like, no, I want to stay out of this. Please leave me out of y'all's beefs.
Yeah, I was put in a situation that I blame myself for because I hit the link. But just know that I hit the link because I was still trying to figure out. Hey, London, I was um I was trying to figure out. Even when Demon Soul and Jada went on the platform together, y'all heard me saying like, "Dang, what happened? Where did this start? Where?" Um, hold on for a second, y'all. Right, use my credit.
Yeah, so I do understand what you're saying, Miso, and I understand your feelings. And I believe that, in my opinion, if you wanted to, TMO, you and her should have y'all's personal conversation, and all of us shut the hell up and let y'all have it. Because y'all two are the ones that are, true friends, have each other's phone numbers and stuff. We just, I'm a third party and I'm like Bennett and I ain't in it. I love Buffy y'all. Okay, we all just get along.
So I'm gonna say this, Demon Souls. I don't. Thank you, Charlie. I accept that, Charlie. Now I'm gonna go back and listen to the stream because I could have sworn when Kimmy said that I said yes I would, and even when Kimmy talked about her daughter, I believe that I said I think she's cute, something like that. I don't know, but the reason I wasn't saying much is because if I, think about this: you're dragging somebody and you're going off. I come off and say something, you're either gonna curse me out or you're gonna curse out the person you dragging more. Therefore, I stay quiet because I wanted to still figure out how did this start? And later I realized, oh, wait a minute. Demon Soul was on Jay Wilson's. It started on Jay Wilson's. There was conversation on Brianna. I'm still thinking this stemmed from my live stream. And I found out I really had nothing to do with it.
So you felt like it was a lose-lose situation, whether you spoke up or stayed quiet. Either way, you could have. One of your friends was going to be mad at you.
Yeah. Well, at that time, I didn't think anybody was going to be upset. I was asking, man, how did this start? And then, they were both dragging each other. That's why when Demon Soul said, hey, I'm going to go live, I was like, okay, I'm going to go over there. I shut down my live stream, and I said, I'm going to go over there and show her support. I was in both of their chats, not thinking much anything of it. I just thought they're two women in the B sector were going to go off, so that's what I thought. But, Demon Soul is here. You don't see me blocking Demon. Why would I block Demon Soul? I have no reason to block Demon Soul. But because number one, I don't want Demon Soul to feel piled up on. I don't want her to feel any kind of way. With Kimmy and Demon Soul, I have to just, I'm stay quiet in this one. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want it to be looked at a certain way. But I thought everybody knew that I had plans with Demon Soul because it was talked about in the whole live stream. So I didn't really worry about defending that. Like, I didn't feel like I need to say, hold up, wait a minute, because we talked about it already, So how do you feel? Maybe you know.
Well, I think what it is, it's like this. It's like, okay, let's say that me and you, MU, had things to meet up, and I was talking to Jay Dunn. I'm gonna use you as like the person I was talking to. We were on a live stream, and I told I was beefing and whatnot, and we were beefing. Let's say we went to beefing and stuff, and then let's say Jay Dunn said, "Well, Charlie didn't want to meet you anyway. She didn't want to hang out with you." Would that not make you feel some type of way? It would make you feel like, you know, it would
I
hurt your
would
feelings.
wonder if I would wonder. I would hold my opinion out. I can't expect Demon Soul to respond the way I would respond. I would wonder, dang, did she say that? And I would ask her. Like I would ask you, did you say that? Now, if that was something you said, then I would feel a certain kind of way. Like, why would you say that even in a joking circumstance or situation?
See, if you think about it, also at the same time, you and Kimmy are good friends, so she could have thought possibly that you were talking to her behind the scenes, and possibly that was something you may have said. But I see Miss O came in here and she asked you about it herself, so I don't think she has a preconceived notion. I may have hurt her feelings at first, and she reacted out of reaction because some people, when we're hurt, sometimes we lash, right? We lash out. Sometimes we may say things we don't mean necessarily. And that's why I think you two should totally have a voice and one-to-one conversation so that y'all can understand each other. Because here's the thing, text doesn't really convey feeling, right?
I agree with that. That's fine. I'll be willing to do that on a what is that word I'm looking for? A mutual. Uh-huh.
If y'all want me to be neutral for my will, but y'all ain't gonna also knock me upside the head either. I'm just saying, because sometimes being a peacekeeper, you get knocked upside the head. I'm just saying.
The only thing, she may not even want that conversation.
I'm just saying.
I'm only willing to if we need to.
Girl, did you miss me having to referee her and Pizarro over there? They had a conversation over on my channel this past weekend. Pizarro. Misunderstood. They're having a lot of shit going on the last few days.
I watched your chat, Jay Dunn. I was up in there.
Yeah. But it's unfortunate because Misunderstood so she didn't even have nothing to do with it. But she been up in some shit.
But that's why I say, you also are a good person for that because you know both parties kind of situation and you would stay or remain neutral. You know what I'm saying? And some people wouldn't. Some people try to stir the pot. And I don't want y'all to not being friends or cool or having something going. Girl, if you got something going on in real life, in this damn live stream and go deal what you got to deal with. You heard me?
I'm kind of messed up about something. I'm sorry. It's just yeah, I can't. I feel kind of messed up about something I just heard, y'all. So I'm not feeling well. This whole thing, I feel every time there's a situation, I'm the one that has the consequences from it. So I'm kind of wanting to shut down and not be friends with anyone. And I'm gonna leave it like that.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump down and let you, because here's the thing: what you need to do is decompress right now, right? Decompress, get your head together, let yourself feel your feelings, right? And take a step back, take a breather, maybe go do something that you enjoy, some kind of music you like. So hey, go listen to some Taylor Swift, something, Haters gonna hate, hey, get into your white girl phase. I'm just saying. And
I love Taylor Swift. How did you know? Yeah.
I know you're a Swiftie. I could tell it. I could just tell it, girl.
I love Taylor Swift. Yes.
Go listen to you some Taylor Swift, girl, and sing your little heart. I have your little glass of wine or Pinot Noir or whatever, and get your white girl on. I love you, girl. Bye.
You already got the song in my head. Bye. Yeah, you guys, I'm not feeling well. I want to curse. I want to just do a lot of things. I'm gonna run.
I feel like I know who was texting you because I read it in your chat, but I'm not sure. I could be jumping to a conclusion.
It wasn't Kimmy. If you think it was Kimmy.
Oh, okay, I did. Okay,
yeah.
Well, then handle anything else. But thank you for having me up, Misunderstood.
Anytime.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll get my final thoughts. I'll get my final thoughts before I get up out of here. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through. Okay, I saw you. Sorry you had to go through all this. I know what it's like to beef with somebody, and I understand. Like we were saying, we just gonna stay in the neutral and let you and this person work it out. So yeah, just I mean, coming on the stream to vent. That's how I got over my frustration. I came out there and got my feelings out in the most egregious and most hateful way possible. But maybe you can handle it better than I could. Maybe you can handle it better than I could. Okay, I'm just saying. So just take time to compose yourself. And remember, it's all good in the hood because you're always welcome to my neck of the woods, misunderstood.
Thank you.
Deuces.
Thank you, Hustler. Thank you, Charlie, Jay Dunn. Y'all know I love you, Jay Dunn, and Charlie. That's for you guys. Hustler and Happy. I appreciate y'all for coming up. Yeah, I feel that this has I can't share the message or the person. I can't give you guys a subliminal or anything like that, but this fell on me. So I don't want to have a conversation with anybody at this point. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. Not letting anybody else in. Because it's too complicated. Relationships, friendships are too flimsy, too easy to throw away. And I can really just stay close to my family. And I don't like the way that I feel. I didn't ask for it. There's nobody perfect. And the way that I feel, y'all don't give a damn about my feelings. Y'all only care about commentary and who has the better beef and the fucking bigger platform and all that. Y'all got your priorities all screwed up. I genuinely care about people. I care about people's feelings. But I have feelings too. All right? What's good, Noble? And with that being said, I'm out. Y'all can have it. And I'll try to do, if I'm feeling better, I'll do a stream later, just in general. But other than that, y'all not getting back into my circle or anything like that, because these friendships are just too easy to throw away. And that's just what it is. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming up. And I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Lisa.